One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fast, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, They can't win, No new friends, Football fast, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't. You fraudulent, waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it all. Quarterback got range if you broke them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spin a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fast, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, They can't win, No new friends, Football fast.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now they try the right side here. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
13.
Here's Foles. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Foles. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Be alert, be alert.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going deep for Eifert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Eifert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
319! 319!
2nd down, Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Set! 319!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check! Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Raymond now on the return. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Great. 1-1.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now running right through it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw, and that's caught by Smith. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Eifert. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyler Eifert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st down, Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Detroit!
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 56 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. To Barkley on the check down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's a give to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They toss to P-Ryan, shedding the tackle, still on his feet. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. Hot.
Mayfield looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Bullock will put this one through. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A handoff to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Pirine. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Mayfield on first down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Hey, sound one. Zebra. Let's go, great.
They'll set up a throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Tempo. Go with 5-3. Let's go.
Here's Foles. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Eifert, 27 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And incomplete. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Green, 39.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Purple 64.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Sound goal. Aiden's goal.
Now Foles. And the Raiders have got him. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Foles. Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
One. Let's go. Okay. Let's go.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Gone.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, we got four down. Detroit!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Hey, sound one.
And they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Bo Scarborough, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
56. Lucky 56. Check 50. Check 50.
On second down, Mayfield again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Raiders on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. They'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Conley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Be alert, be alert. Hey, go, down goal, down goal.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Down goal, down goal. Flat, flat. Go, go, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. 13, 13.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Lucky 56.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Steps away to his left. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Patriots, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be